Hey, what's up you guys? Aftershow Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more of the Charmed reboot. This is Season 4, Episode 8. I'm really enjoying this show at the moment. I don't know why. I keep saying this. I don't know. It's really weird. Is it weird that I'm enjoying this a lot more than the Legacies at the moment? I don't... What can I say? Other than the fact that the showrunners this season have really turned the show around. And I have to be honest, okay? Every single season that this season has been renewed, even after season 1, every time that it's been renewed, I kept thinking, but why? Just end the show. It's like not good. It's not been good to me. Really. They've held like 1 or 2 glimmers of ideas that were good. And every single time it got renewed, I was like, why? But now, season 4, I've enjoyed it so much that I'm actually really sad that it probably won't get renewed. It's a really weird feeling. Look, there has been like a lot of hate online from like OG Charmed fans. Like hating on the show just because, you know, it's a reboot. And I feel like sometimes people might have thought that's where I came from. Maybe I was only hating on it because I am a fan of the original. And I've always wondered whether or not that was the case. Like maybe there was some kind of like bias towards it. Like, I don't know, unintentional bias towards it because I prefer, like, I grew up on the original series. But here I am in, like, season 4 of Charmed. And I could argue that this season is better than some of the original series' seasons. And I'm saying that coming from someone that has a fucking Book of Shadows. Like, an actual Book of Shadows. The original series was something I grew up on, and it was, like, my favorite series growing up. Literally. I have, like... Well, I don't have them here, but at my old house, in my wardrobe, I have my old DVD box sets of the original series. Like, this... Charmed has always meant a lot to me, is what I'm trying to say, and I don't believe this show is going to get renewed for another season, and that's actually going to make me sad. Because I'm actually really enjoying this season. And it's making me so uncomfortable. I don't know, like, it's been so bad for so long. I never once thought that it would actually be enjoyable. And here we are. So, I don't know. I just gotta say, like, everyone has stepped it up this season. Like, I gotta be honest, I've talked about this in the past. I feel like Mel and Maggie, they've never really shown the greatest range of emotions from season 1 through 3. And I have never thought that it was their fault. Because you can always get the emotions that you need from an actor if you are a good enough director. If you can direct well enough, you can get what you want, you know? And this season, they've actually been really good. So, like I said, it's all about whether or not the people behind the camera can actually get what you need out of a character. And, you know, honestly, everyone has been great, okay? And I actually have a favorite character in the show now. And drumroll, please. It's Jordan. Jordan is actually a really good character for all the shit I gave him and his girlfriend. But yeah, I'm just giving you my thoughts about this show at the moment because it's kind of weird. I remember I made like a really long, it was like an hour long, just commentating, like just talking about everything that was wrong with the show last season. And I feel like maybe I was heard or something. Like, I don't know. I don't want to. It's weird. I'm the only person on YouTube that's actually reacting to this show. So I do wonder if maybe my thoughts are getting somewhere. Like, I feel heard. You know? Maybe I'm not. Maybe, you know, people just had the same kind of thoughts as me, and that's probably true because, you know, we've talked about it. But yeah, I just feel heard, and I feel appreciated as a fan, to be honest. Oh my god, I'm a fan of this show. I just want to praise the showrunners and everyone behind the scenes at the moment. Even if the show doesn't get renewed, you've converted a fan. And that being me. So congratulations. Alright, we have comments to go over. I really love Dev. He's funny, sweet, kind-hearted, and just a great new addition to the show. Well, the actor is pretty great. He was on Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, and I liked him there too. I actually like how he's been in multiple episodes so far. This show never had a character pop up this much in the last 2 seasons unless they were main characters. Exactly! That was another issue that I had. It made, like, the world really, really small. Same with Ruby. She's back a lot now, too. It's really starting to feel like these characters are part of this world. Absolutely! They've definitely made... Because before it was so condensed in such a little bubble, they would always just be at the command center and then, like, the house, I think? Oh, it's safe space. Literally, there was, like, 3 sets. And now it's, like, it really is feeling like a world that they live in. I love how Macy's death wasn't just forgotten, and they've been spending all this season dealing with it in their own ways. I also like the details that they've been giving, like Maggie and Macy were a lot closer than Mel and Macy, and it makes sense that it's hitting Maggie harder than Mel. And in season 2 and 3, showrunners made Macy and Harry the central focus, so they showed why Harry is the most broken. This season has a much tighter and more thought out writing. Absolutely. I agree. I agree with you. I like how Maggie and Mel kind of switch roles. In the beginning, Maggie was very accepting of Macy and grew a bond with her fairly quickly, where Mel struggled to connect with Macy at first, and now Maggie isn't really trying to get close to Kayla, where Mel is actually a lot more accepting of her. Since this season is so good, I hope they do renew the show again because it finally feels like a breath of fresh air and I'm not holding my breath anymore. Yeah, it's so weird. Look, it is like night and day. The fact that, like, last season, I was complaining, you guys were complaining, all of the comments were like negativity. Just nothing but negativity. And now it's like nothing but positivity. It's really fucking weird. The CW has been cancelling far more successful shows, and I'm severely mad at them right now for Legends of Tomorrow being cancelled with no closure. Sorry for writing so many comments. I can be really annoying. I just like interacting with you all. No, that's fine. You're not annoying at all. Do comment as many times as you want. People will probably get annoyed anyways, but I won't. This is a good episode. I loved that Maggie is getting a power upgrade. Kayla losing a thumb was a little crazy though. Yeah, it's kind of funny. She lost a thumb. You know, someone's arm was ripped off. Like, some interesting, quirky things. Okay, I never thought of myself as mean. I always thought that I'd be the queen. I don't know why you were singing the Descendants 3 song, but that's not the camera, Shannon. The camera is over here. Demon TV and Leprechaun Revolt. yes. Yeah, I'm really loving this season. I actually look forward to Fridays and got sad last week when it wasn't on. Me too. It's so weird. It's so weird. And like, usually I'm just like, I don't really care about spoilers and stuff for the show because it's like, I don't really care that much about it. And like, I would usually wait like a couple of days to react to it, but like, just so you know, even though I take a couple of days to release it sometimes, I pretty much have reacted to every episode the day that it came out. Yeah, this has only been out for a couple hours. I feel like the writers have a clear point of view this season and planned out the episode ahead of time. My one and only complaint as their lackluster anticlimactic fights. Have they even killed a demon this season? The tally man killed himself and they didn't even kill the bartender. I forgot her name. Well, they thought that they did there, but I see. The last time they used the charmed power was to give Maggie a vision. Okay. Even the tally man killed himself. Like, what? The OG charmed ones would throw down every episode and had a really good battle for a big bad. Well, in defense of that, the original Charmed was very episodic. A lot of episodes was just like, this is the plot, gets resolved at the end of the episode. There wasn't a lot of long-form television back then, so this is a long-form television show, so it's a bit different. I like that they moved away from the Demon of the Week concept and have more of a storyline, but they're still witches, and there are a bunch of demons, and they don't do anything about them. Well, actually, you know what? At the beginning of the season, Maggie and Jordan were going out killing demons all the time, so there's that. That was like a grief fighting thing, remember? Okay. Why would Macy be in the Veil? Didn't she show up at the tree at the bunker? Yes. Can't Harry just meet her there? I mean, of course, it'd be off screen, but still, I don't see why he thinks he can find her at the place where people with unfinished business go. This plot that we already know is not going to end up with him finding her. Yeah. Did Ruby become part of the main cast or something? It's like her third or fourth appearance that she's shown up in. Whoa. What was that? What the shit was that? Mel says she can't make it to Ruby's meeting. Ruby is visibly disappointed because, well, if they were still in a relationship, saving the world would probably be less important than her. And then she mentions the kids made up a ship name for her and Swan. You don't have to rub your relationship in her face, Ruby. Seeing the person you love being with someone else is already hard enough. Poor Mel. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, Ruby, it's not all about you. You ever think that maybe, I don't know, maybe she's just trying to save the world? Why would her soul not stay in the tree? Come on, this makes no sense. From what I remember, Macy looked happy when she stood near the tree in the season 3 finale. Why would she have unfinished business? I get that they want to give Harry something to do, but this is just dumb. Fair. Why would Kayla try to cover up the Book of Shadows 2.0 as if her mum would see it and be like, oh Lord, have mercy on my precious little girl who has gotten herself tempted by the devil. I mean, you don't know. But I think it's more of a like, I don't know, it's probably like an irrational thing. You think that someone's going to look at it, so you cover it up kind of thing. I mean, how many times do you draw attention to something because you think it's a big deal and then no one even notices? It's a green book with a symbol on it. Most people would not be think of being anything other than some type of decorative book cover. Kayla's mum is a freak eating a bird. Clearly something is up with her. Added later. Oh, okay. It was bartender girl. Okay. What the damn hell? You can't just cut off someone's finger and then nope into an arts and crafts scene. I don't give a shit about Mel and Jordan trying to fix a bowl. Kayla just lost a finger. Saying they're useless boys was a bit harsh. Jordan was a pretty good sidekick for this episode, I suppose. Harry, though, Harry's just following his dick, but glad he finally can stop looking for Macy. I do look pretty damn sexy with a beard, thanks. Goddamn. You'd think a semi-white lighter, army medic, or whatever the fuck Jordan was in Iraq would have no issue reattaching a severed finger and healing it. I guess not. I think that's what they said happened. I don't know. Kayla just got sent a bunny blanket. Prediction, next episode, Max will touch it for some reason and she'll get a vision. Chekhov's bunny blanket. Good old Chekhov and his bunny blanket. Okay, cue to the sisters sitting at the table with the blanket deciding not to vibe on that blanket now because Mags, the blanket will still be here in the morning. Okay, that shit is about to get pinched Mission Impossible style. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Called it. Bartender girl is just another fall guy. The lost one? That sounds like someone who is bad at directions, looks over at you, smirk. Yes, you've caught me. I am the big bad of this season. That's why I've been praising it so much, because I'm in it. Could you imagine? Could you, like, honestly, could you imagine I was reacting to a show and then, like, all of a sudden I was in the show and I was like, oh yeah, we filmed this over the summer. And could you imagine how fucking weird it would be? It'd be so jarring. I liked Harry's storyline in this episode. It makes sense that his grief is blinding him from the truth. The most important thing about his storyline is it made Harry finally move on and accept Macy's death. It was important for his character, and I'm glad it happened. Now we can move forward. Here's hoping. I'll be just a moment, and then we'll start the episode. Alright, let's continue. Well, let's get into it, I guess. Oh. Alrighty, well that was season 4, episode, what was it, 8? Pretty decent episode, you know. Still didn't learn a whole lot about Kayla's parents. We're back to square one. Don't really know how she's a charmed one still. I'm more and more leaning towards this whole bone marrow situation. Yeah. I don't have much else to say. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.